truth and not somebody else dictating to you how to do your thing, which you know how to do better than anybody else.
Hey, hello everyone, this is Terry, and welcome to my channel, TD More Than Just Orchids, and this is an edition of an Orchid a Day. Today, I initially came out because it is blazing hot, of course, for everyone mostly, and I was really wanting to check on the development of this plant, which is my Lockhartia, which I've pointed out, and pointed out that it is getting ready to bloom again, and you can see, and that is a big swirling part, and you can see that as well. That is where the blooms will come from this season, as they came from last year. You can see those are the previous bloom spikes. This is Lockhartia in amoena. While I was out here looking at that, out of the corner of my eye, I spotted that. No, I was like, no, can't be. So I walked over, checked on some things around here, and then backtracked. And lo and behold, there's a spike. Now this is Gongora grossa, red. This has bloomed for me not so long ago. But this is very sentimental for me. One of the first Gongoras that I was introduced to and was able to bloom was from your Orchids, and it was Gongora pterodactyl, which is a hybrid, and I believe this is in it, either this or Orchiana, but I think it's this, or a lens, I think it's this, with Atropipurea or Clavadora, but it's beautiful, and I'll put a picture of that as well if I can find one. But that's what I love and distinguishes them from the Stanhopias, which they are all in the alliance of Stanhopea, but whereas Stanhopea, blooming from that pseudobulb, it would go immediately down the inflorescence and bloom from the bottom, whereas Gongoras all characteristically snake across the media or the surface until they find the edge, and then they get pendant with their development of the inflorescence and their dragon-like spikes. And this one has the longest, not peduncles, but apicals, but they're basically referring to the fangs on Gongoras, or the appearance of fangs. This species has the longest of the genus, which makes them even more dragon-ish like. So, but the fragrance has been described as dirty laundry, sweaty dirty laundry. But I do remember the pterodactyl being very spicy, spicily fragrant. Cinnamon, pretty much cinnamon. Anyway, this is native to Venezuela, Ecuador, other places in Central America. It is from tropical, wet, moist rainforests from low sea level to moderate altitudes, and it takes good sun, but shade from the good part of the day. The heat is the hottest part of the day, and it does love intermediate to warm temperatures and high humidity, of course. Flowers last a few days, maybe a little bit longer, similar to Stanhopias. And there are several flowers and can be several inflorescences arising from which are suitable. From spring until late spring until early summer. And there is the previous inflorescence, and as you can tell, it is a small-ish plant. Needs to be hung up high as to accommodate the long pendant inflorescence. But that's all I was showing you for today. Thanks for watching, and see you soon. Enjoy your orchids.